Hello, everyone. There we go. Started here. Hey, Waylon. Hey, Nima, thanks for the subscription. Leave it on this window. Start off here probably with some swathing. If anyone wants to join, there's the link to the Discord, and you can join the voice chat, and then there's also info on how to join. This is actually on the multiplayer server, so if you want to join it all, free. I'll start swathing probably on my own until I have more people in here, because it's kind of hard to combine by yourself. We'll head over swathing. Later on, once we kind of get going, we'll talk about the boat all that. Just 5 stuff so far. See what your guys' thoughts are too. Often, yes. Kind of playing through Edgewater this time. FS22. Fast is that we're not going to be converting it, so which, is understandable. Maps always get converted. They're never quite. They're never as good as they were the first time. But yeah, he's got something planning on doing a new map, which is curious to see what he comes up with. So, yeah, I considered doing a map. I think he was thinking this would just be a PC map, so considered pro platforms, but also not a map maker by any stretch. So if that actually happens, it remains to be seen. I know I've got is for one. Have to wait and see how things go. I know at first it's definitely burning mods. I don't know yet what to start with because I kind of want to see what we all hit for base team equipment and then kind of decide what order to convert things based on kind of where the gaps are in the base team. There. Anyone else has stream here is on multiplayer server. Go to the Discord link in the description. My server, and then there is a channel with the info on the server and what mods, which is basically just mine and scripts. And then there's also the voice chat you can join. Together. Comment. Double spots. We'll just swath it. Yeah, well, I definitely will be owning an FS25, converting Swather here. Plan to convert most things. There's maybe a handful that kind of won't unless there's, a big demand from the players for it. Some of them too. Some things I do want to go back and change with mods, so then those ones will take a little longer. And the one little thing that bothered me and I don't know why I did is the steering wheel on the Swather here is definitely higher quality. Stream's laggy. Okay, we'll just take a quick look here. Let's see. Oh yeah, that is quite bad. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. You know what? back now. Of course, yeah, haven't done this in a while. There we go. There we go. That should be. Actually, don't know my password for that. Yeah, farming in Oregon. I definitely would like to do an air drill at some point. It is a big project to undertake, though, so it definitely won't be as it happens right away, but it definitely is on my radar as a potential project. Is that better now, Russell? I think it's going to be better now. It's been so long since I streamed, I forgot kind of what I normally do and everything. So. If my internet needs an upgrade. Oh, Russell, the FlexCo factory is still there. It's just that they're mainly. One thing I learned is they actually build all the Case IH planters there. I thought was pretty interesting. I always wondered why I was seeing them on the Trans-Canada, and then learned that they're all made in Saskatoon, all the Case planters, so that's why there's so many of them built in a place that doesn't use planters at all, pretty much. Think might see once I finish 2 rounds on this field. Okay, yeah, it's just considered a CNH, so that makes sense. They're building products, I think, for all 3 makes now. Seeing things in a flex coil name now is pretty rare. Not really. I'll use rod weeders here. I'd say most people now are just sprayers. Organic guys might use something like that. We'll use Heroes here, but that's more for spreading straw around after harvests. I would have thrown one in here, but it's kind of the properly functioning one on the mod hub. right? Hey, Nicholson. Yeah. Just gotta kind of play on Edgewater one last time for the next few weeks. We're going to be harvesting, I don't know what exactly we've all got planned, but throughout the next few Saturdays, hoping to do it every Saturday now. FS22 is out, or at least kind of early previews, usually the weekend before. What did you guys think of the MacDon trailer? I like seeing everything in there. If it wasn't for the fact that I wanted a licensed brand when I built this Swather, I would have probably considered making that MacDon, but so I picked this one because it's so many 4 different brands on one machine, so it's kind of a little bit of something for everyone kind of deal. And also I had easy access to one. Russell, any thoughts about pull type equipment? I've always wanted to, but it's just a matter of really getting around to making it. I feel like it would be a little bit of a niche mod. I don't think it's super popular. The Swather would probably be more popular than the Combine, I feel. The Swather, you would also could use it for mowing grass and stuff and have a big pull-type mower that would use it. And also just finding material on them, because they are such old pieces of equipment now. You pretty much have to find one because there isn't really much about them on the internet, so you have to find one to build a model of it. Farm Sim is also from Saskatchewan. Nice. I'm actually not, but it's I think a lot of people think I am because of Edgewater, but I'm actually from Manitoba. Yeah, I think if you want, you can come join the multiplayer server. If you look under Edgewater, it's just BC Bueller's server, and the password and everything's in the Discord. There's a channel with the info, and there's also an easy link to download mods, but it's all mod hubs, so the game will download them if you don't have them. So. Farming in Oregon, I think Giants can add more the North American potato equipment. I don't know. I mean, I was, in a way, I was kind of surprised by the sugar beet equipment we saw yesterday. Kind of excited for it. I don't know, I kind of like sometimes doing those different crops where it's, a very high yielding, labor intense crop. But it's always kind of, for sugar beets potatoes, it's basically, there's this pull type stuff, but really, you don't want to do a very big field with them. And then it's usually just those super expensive self-propelled machines that is just a huge commitment once you've bought them in your save game, so I don't know, it'd be nice to have some decent sized pull type equipment. Yeah, potato equipment would be cool too, but I don't know. They could surprise us yet. We don't know what's coming. There's still lots more equipment we don't know about. It'd be interesting to see what there all is yet that we don't know. Which, yeah, is kind of also too what this kind of live stream series is then we can have a little chat about giants that showed us in the past week. MacDon stuff, it wasn't really a surprise at all because we knew what we were getting from the different things they'd shown us, but just seeing it in the game. The flex was really cool. There was a lot more movement than I thought. I know in the kind of the early videos where they were showing the MacDons in the case of New Holland colors harvesting rice, I thought for sure that the headers were flexing, but it was really hard to judge in those videos. Then yeah, the trailer this week definitely confirmed that yeah, those headers move around like they would in real life, where everything moves around, which I'm really excited to see. I don't know, I find it really satisfying to see that. And then also, when you do have a map with some good hills and stuff to it, it's just very satisfying to watch the equipment follow the contour of the land. So. Russell says, used to own one of the first full-type combines on our farm. Massive beastie unit, broke down all the time, but I loved it. Huge light control system in the tractor. Okay. Or are you talking the transaxial combine, the transaxial 2000? That is, if I was to build full type, that is definitely one of the ones up there on my list as a potential one to do. Yeah, they are such a machine. But yeah, trying to find any info on those things is just impossible now. Unless you can find someone in the bush, someone with one in the bush somewhere, or I believe there are some museums or some farmers do have them, just because they're not the main combine, but they have them just kind of as a piece of history. I might do after around here again. So I might just let hired worker will work. I should. Pretty sure that's how Edgewater is. It's been a while since I've been on Edgewater. Yeah, that's what I thought. Try. I thought the museum. So I think if I ever was to build one, I definitely would have to make a trip up there to get pictures of it and everything. I feel like if I were to do a pull type, that would definitely be the one I would want to make. Plus, if I ever do get around to finishing my old versatile 4-wheel drive, it would just be the perfect setup together. So. Maybe I might swath the north end of this field because it's technical. Somebody wants me to go back and forth for 2 hours on there. Yeah, try the Massey Combine, yeah. For the first time we actually have the kind of starter combine for your save games, and it's actually something that was the least available in North America. I don't know that any of the other ones we've ever had were. And it's also a decent size too. 20 foot's maybe, depends where you are, whether that's Western Canada that's small here, but it's a lot better than 15 footer, like a lot of the other base game combines we've had over the years. gotta try and figure it out. Okay. Controls are, I think I'll just have to go in here. For the guidance steering mod. Usually when I play single player, and then I don't need to worry about steering. Control S. Ah, there we go. Ah. Start off about here. There we go. Figured out how to use the GPS. Yeah, try it. I really do hope they have a pickup header that's more suitable to 8570. Otherwise, yeah, wouldn't look weird, definitely, if you had to use the PW8 MacDon on it. We'll have to wait and see. If not, I definitely would take that straight cut header and cut it down and make it into a header. Yeah, Russell is. Yeah, lots of places. Yeah, the Manitoba, exactly what it's called. Yeah, the Manitoba Ag Museum. That one would be good for me because it's not too far away from me to go to. I'm wrong. I keep steering out of it, There we go. Now we'll definitely have some stuff back to this. Whatever. Massey too. I feel like Western Canada 25 or 30. Yeah, Massey 860 or 760. Yeah, those would be very classic machines. Actually, there was I saw one running about 2 weeks ago. I saw one. It wasn't close enough to see what one it was, but yeah, it was definitely that era of Massey. He was combining soybeans, and the only reason you knew he was actually combining is you'd see him move, but it's weird, you didn't see any dust coming off of it. First I thought it was parked there, and then I looked over a few minutes later, and oh, it's in a different spot. It's weird, he was no dust coming out the back of it. Hendrix, yeah, you're welcome. Try to best to bring some cool mods. Game. Let's jump over here. Let's send a quick message. Sharkman, haven't, don't know quite for sure yet. Kind of waiting to see what get base game, where I kind of decide, come up with my plan of order to convert stuff. Oregon, I do plan to make Sprayer. I actually have started one. here. I can tab over. Let me find the picture I've got of it. I did start one. I put it in game for FS22 just because I wanted to use it. It's nowhere near done, but it functions. It has almost no texture aside from the stuff that's components from other mods. But it is super cool. Oh, where are you opening up in there? Open with photos. Over here. Definitely would much prefer for this almost to have my controller hooked up. Unfortunately, I only have one cord and I have to use it for my mic, so I can't use the controller. But yeah, I got this thing I started. So it's kind of based on the Elmer's NutriMaster fertilizer caddy. So it's got the tanks that I made for the fiber trailer. It's got the tracks that I made. And then right now it's got the Boom Off K-Sirius's Trident sprayer on it. Which I got permission from that if I ever did finish it, I do have permission to use it. But yeah, there's no plumbing on it whatsoever. It's very basic, but it's there and functional. But I would like to definitely finish it for 25 because it's crazy capacity too. It's great for. I was running on Loma here, and there's like 180 acre fields, and you can spray the whole field without refilling, which is awesome. And then when you did need to refill, you just brought the fiber dash and just put the whole semi-load of stuff in there, and away you went. So, Dylan, I probably wouldn't. It's pretty bad right now. The frame of it has no textures, and it's one of those I threw together, started using it, but then for 25 I plan to actually finish it properly and get the pumps and the plumbing, and who knows, I might switch booms yet if there's better sprayer booms on something in 75. That's the idea, and there is a real thing that's the guy has built like it, but it's very much so homemade, or kind of that homemade look of had these booms, we had this caddy, put it together. So I do want to finish that in 25. Precision farming too. I was playing on a map and doing liquid fertilizer contracts. Or fertilizing contracts. You just filled that thing up and you just did the whole field. Do all the fertilizer through that thing and spraying and it's also tuned to, I think you can spray it like 20 mile an hour. Which I do have one other cool idea I thought of the other day that I want to try to implement into it, or whatever spray I do end up putting in the game. I'm not going to tell it because I feel like it's one of those that I want to implement it and have it in game before someone else goes and makes my idea. So it's not a gameplay thing, it's just Russell Massey Ferguson pull type. Was there ever a pull type version of like an 8570? Because if there was, I feel like that'd make it a lot easier to build that as a pull type. Usually pull types take kind of a lot of parts from the self-propelled version and then just kind of take a few things off. And then, built the proper pickup header for it, then they share that. Hey, King Sim. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, Troy. I'm not too familiar with that. What Massey made back then, in that age. Early 90s. Pull types might have been out by then. There might not have been any pull type. Then again, Massey sometimes was a little behind on things, so they might have still been making one. Yeah, the 9700. That definitely would have been cool if that would have been the Combine. Now that's what a lot of people are thinking when we kind of first caught that little glimpse of it. But the 9700 would have been cooler, but I think they probably went with the 8570 just because it's a little smaller than it's not. There still is, progression that there still is benefits to buying a new Combine that's bigger. Whereas the 9700 and 9720 would have been a pretty big machine to have set up like that. For an Oregon club making a shoot the mower stubble. No, it's not really. At least around here, I've never really seen people do it. If they're gonna do something with the stubble, it's usually just harrow it. I was kind of surprised there was that their rock rake on Mod Hub weeks ago. It's an interesting random choice mod, and that was like an Eastern European guy that worked correctly. But wasn't expecting that. Definitely want to do a proper harrow into it as well. Which that one I probably would do the Super 7 from Elmer's, just because I like Elmer's stuff. And I've talked to them before, so helps. Draw over here. Hey, Trevor. Yeah, there's a lot of cool types. I know I back in the day they had the 7720 and the 7721. That was the time that they got the Mac Summy that you guys Mac Green pack. because the Chevy Tandem couldn't keep up with the two combines. So we had to ramp it up in that. Whatever, it's working. I'm doing pretty good, John, yeah. Just playing some Edgewater. Yeah, well, I'm hoping to do this kind of every weekend until FS22 comes out. Let's see. And hoping I will make or get to the point in the partner program before then to get early access. I don't know exactly what the things are, or where the qualification line is for early access, and maybe they might change it from what it was in the previous game. But Russell's all commenting. Oh yeah, he's filling up the comments here. Oh yeah, the old 9501. Yeah, that's a classic as well. Not pretty rare machine, that one. 1482. There was one of them for Farm Sim. Actually, I think someone did a 7700 as well. All right, Nicholson. Yeah, thanks for popping in. We'll catch you again sometime, probably. Hey, Nathan. Actually, kind of enjoying this swapping and chatting. It's not too crazy in game that I can look over still and easily read your guys' comments. I thought of switching it up. I think I will when I get to the big section. Yeah, Nathan, if you want, I don't know if you're in the Discord or not, but if you're not, it's in the description there. Join the Discord, and then there's a channel that has the server info in there. And then, yeah, you can definitely pop in. You pop in voice chat if you want to. And then, we can maybe... Okay, yeah. Yeah, just, yeah, it's in the, what's the channel called there? MP FS22 Farewell server. Oh, yeah, you're in VC here.
Yep.
Yeah, there you are. Hey.
How is your day going?
Oh, pretty good. Let's see.
What do you have planned for 25?
I haven't decided yet. Yeah, still figuring out what plans are, but it'll depend. Order of converting on what we get for base game equipment.
Now, Edgewater probably won't make it over.
No, and South Sask said, yeah, he's not converting it, and he's not gonna give permission for it to be converted either. So, which, yeah, then spend time making something new too. Which is...
Yeah. I had an idea for the swapper pack before, right, for PC only.
Yeah.
Put like a roller on the back of it.
Yeah, I might
like
get. I might. Yeah, I don't know which one I'll do. I might do just a pull type one too. Then it. I'll use it on the Macdon. You can do that too.
Or no, like for 22, how your swapper pack already.
Yeah, but if I make a pull type one, then it can also for 25 be used
yeah.
on the Macdon.
Yeah. Are you gonna convert your swapper pack over, or?
Yep. Yeah, I'll be doing the swap pack and the pickup better. It kind of gives a different generation of availability. What's going on? I must not have set the GPS on my last pass. What is... No, it's this pass, that's all. It's this pass. I don't know. Looks terrible, but we'll fix it up as best I can.
Are you gonna do a new home swap here?
No, it'll probably just be converting this one, and then if I were to do another one, it would be like an old Macdon or self-propelled.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 7000, the one that Macdon sold in as everyone else's brand too.
Now, this swapper pack, is it based on a real machine?
Yep.
So, who was the manufacturer for that manufacturer?
It was
sold it in different...
Initially it was a Heston, and then Case kind of had a deal with them where they were sold as a Case, and then Heston kind of got took over by AGCO, so then it became a Massey and a Challenger.
I'm downloading the mods as we go. So, how long have you been modding for PC?
I started modding back in like 2015.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been around a lot longer than people realize.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, 7 years ago, you posted a video on Lincoln Creek.
Yeah.
Hello.
That was...
Hey.
Hello.
This is Troy from the YouTube chat.
Oh, hey, Troy.
How's it going?
Oh, pretty good.
Good, good. Getting excited for 25?
For sure. I don't know, every Friday is always an exciting day to get up in the morning.
Yeah, always a little exciting to see what they're gonna post.
Sometimes I'm almost more excited to go look at the website and see what's added there more than the fact sheets. But...
It's funny, this is probably the first time I haven't been as dedicated following that. I swear since 17 I've probably, like, looked through every single piece of equipment on that. This time I've kind of just been, I don't know, watching a video or taking a quick glance at it.
Yeah, sometimes, well, DJs has his series there where he goes through it usually. Yeah. Like, sometimes, like, yeah, it's easier just to go watch his video than try to look through and figure out, was that there last time?
Yeah.
Now, the South Saskatchewan guy on YouTube, he runs a Massey, right?
Not sure which guy you're talking about.
Like South Sask Farmer on YouTube?
Yeah. Yep, South Sask Farmer.
I think he had a Massey 860.
And the one incoming to the game is a 8570.
Yeah. Hey.
The game is really missing an older swapper too.
Yeah. Wish I might
Like
fill that gap if
math.
I get there, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I've wanted swathing in the game for so long, so I mean, the fact you put it in 22, like,
you know. Well, the
was
funny thing is I had it. I think I've had it in every version since 15, but never had it. Never got around to making like the proper equipment for it and actually getting it polished to where it was worth other people having it.
Yeah, well, I think I remember seeing you post. I didn't realize that was even like you, like that was the same person. But I think I remember seeing the post from like 17. Didn't you have like a John Deere one at one point?
Yeah. I don't remember
I
which. It's all been up until 22 was kind of just hacked together stuff from.
Yeah. No, nice to see it coming to 25. Not to be negative, but like kind of wish the DLC wasn't a pre-order bonus, but
You know. But if you're gonna buy the game anyway, it's just.
yeah, and I mean, like I was kind of like, okay, well, I don't know. I swear every release, I'm like, oh, I don't know. There's like so much good stuff out. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna get the new one, and then it's like 2 months later. I'm like, yep, no, that's getting pre-ordered.
Yeah, and then you start playing it and you never go back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't think there's ever been a single time where I've played the new game and then been like, no, I didn't like this.
Yeah.
Question: why did, in one of your photos, why did you do double rows?
Like the
on the Facebook?
double swaths.
Yeah, the double swaps.
I mean, by the age of this machine, it wasn't as common, but back in the day when crops were light, you could do that because the combine had the capacity to put through twice as much as the swather do in one pass. So it was just less passes it up and down the field. Okay, I'll go to the south end.
Yeah. Now, how long have you and South Sap been working on Edgewater for?
Well, he made the map initially, and then I saw it, and I really liked it. So I was like, I feel like this map would actually be, be the perfect map for bringing swathing in.
Yeah.
And so then, I messaged him and see if he'd be interested in that. And then, then I started tweaking things, and then he started changing things on the map that he, didn't like from his first version.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the way, it was,
I would.
let's try and put it on Mod Hub, and then.
Now, are you official partner with Sword and Eagle?
Yeah.
You.
Yes.
They have. So you know how you have the drive over auger. They have one that's linked up. Like.
Yeah. Their main product, though, is the drive over.
The drive over.
I don't know how many of the other ones they sell. The drive over definitely is their big product they sell a lot of.
Yeah.
if they ever were to
Now, yeah, where are they based out of?
Winkler, Manitoba.
Huh,
So, yeah, there's
nice.
easy for me to work with them because I actually met them at the local farm show, and then, well, actually no, I emailed them first because I saw it and I was like, I feel like that would be, once we had augers and bins in 22, I was like, we definitely feel like a drive over would be super helpful to have. And so then I emailed them, but never really. We kind of talked a bit about doing it, but didn't really get anywhere. And then the next year came around at the farm show. Then I went and talked to them, and then got the ball rolling. And then it didn't take long, and it was already. I think within the week I'd gotten the model from them, and then they, a little bit of time, got it all ready, and didn't take long once it hit the mod hub for Giants to license it, because I think they were like, oh, players are gonna love this thing.
So they're canola certified?
Yeah, I think so. Because yeah, I vaguely remember something about
There's
the design of
a
their.
sticker on it.
There's something with the design of their rollers that it's. I remember reading something. Yeah, the way their rollers are made, they work a lot better with canola. They're not just a plain super canola.
Yeah.
Ouch, not too much. This done. Hopefully we're on the same line. More than I do. Yes.
GPS can be a pain in the butt too.
And I'm usually a course play auto drive guy, so
Yeah.
I usually am kind of running around managing things more so when I play rather than actually driving stuff, aside from the kind of disposition. Oh, wait. Okay. I guess, yeah, if you would have started bang on mine, both 30 feet, so you should end up same path, kind of. If one of you two other guys wants to join in the server, it'd be good once we get to combining. Oh yeah, there, Captain Antlers. Yeah, sure, if you want to hop in here. If we get to combining, we definitely use the green cart driver, or truck driver. Or, whatever job people end up doing, but...
I'll be in a minute. Let me get mine downloaded and
You've got the server up?
Yeah. That's what we're playing on right now.
Do you have the name posted somewhere, or what's it listed as?
BC Bueller's server.
Oh, okay. I'm just rearranging my Edgewater save file because I may have edited it with taller stubble at one point.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, then you'll probably have to just re-download the map for it to work for multiplayer.
Yeah, yeah.
The other thing you could do is just make a separate mod folder. And then it's the game settings XML. Just change the name instead of mods. I'm playing out of my mods 2 folder because, yeah, I've got things edited too. Yeah, Dylan. If anyone wants to hop in, join the Discord in the description. And then there's it's the FS22 farewell server something. Yeah, server name, the mods, and password are all in there.
What's
Hey,
the
who's
password?
password? I think it's in there. Who's
Oh,
President
yeah, I
Moose?
see it.
That would be me. It's also Captain Antlers.
I
Ah,
see it.
yes, that would make sense then.
There we go.
Have to get in our combine here. Five more fields. It's a sandbox save. It's not like we're playing hardcore. We got this much money. We can only do this.
I'm surprised you don't have your. Oh, you do have your Mac.
Yeah, no, it's the only thing I don't have in. I think is the crossplay version of Fiber Dash because why bother having the crossplay one? When you can see things? The other cool thing is too. I mean, a lot of it is we're using mods, but the base game stuff we do use, it's like, oh right, that's what the base game combines are like. Not many options and stuff. So.
Yeah. We could have thrown one of six combine.
Well, I didn't pay for extra mod space on the server, and B, then it's just I wanted to make it as few mods for people to download as possible.
Yeah. Hopefully Randall gets into 25 fast.
Well, the license is already there. It's just for your meaning, like
Yeah.
for me to convert it.
No, like for a giant to bring it up or bring it into the game.
I don't know
or
if
base
there'll be any base game stuff in
Sorry, what did you say the password was?
that. It's in that MP, whatever the channel is in the Discord about it.
Oh, okay.
Easier than me trying to say it.
Yeah. No, I'm saying it on this one.
It's not like anyone in the stream can join.
Well, yeah, I guess.
I just I'll put a password on them. We don't get randoms that we have no idea who they are joining because it's all Mod Hub mods. So. Or then we don't get random people that have no idea who they are. I'd rather people that know what they're joining.
Is there any fuels that need to be disc or?
Not yet. As all we've done so far is I just bought a bunch of random fields kind of around the farm. And then I've swathed that one now, and that's...
Now, is Formosa a Canadian brand?
Yeah. Yeah, they're based out of Lloydminster, Saskatchewan. I think.
Lloydminster.
Pretty sure that's where
Yeah, did you say at one point that roller was kind of based off of Molson's welding?
Yeah, it's based off of Molson's.
Yeah, okay. They were where they're at, like, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour from where I grew up, actually.
Okay. Yeah, they're...
Ever-
Where are they out again?
I think they're Foxhorn?
Yeah, that's where it is. Somewhere up in that neck of the woods.
Foxhorn
I really
Binstar or
like
something like
that.
that.
I really like that bushel plus.
Yeah, that
little
one's...
add-on for the combine.
Okay. I was like, I got no idea what my name is in here, so if it's nothing,
Inappropriate.
yeah.
Mine is my real name.
Oh, mine's still BCP. I don't know why, for some reason...
I don't even know how you said it in here, honestly. It's got to be an option somewhere.
I'll wait till I get the Swather Park. I believe believe the swather's out somewhere because we'll probably use him for flax yet. But focus on combine now since we got quite a few people here. And one other. Still August yet. Is there time? But no, I think pretty sure it's September when we can do winter wheat. So there is that one empty field. Yes. The one empty field that we could
My favorite mod out of y'all guys is y'all guys or your deal is the Cobra 1600.
Oh yeah.
That turned out amazing.
Yeah. One thing I don't like about it is I feel like the scale of it is definitely wrong. So when I first made it, I set the capacities to like what the actual fill volume size was. And then Benny's like, hey, your capacity's way too high. I'm like, well, it's just the size of the models. I feel like it needs some scaling fixes, but
I feel like a lot of stuff is like that. I don't know, I walk up to stuff in Farm Sim and I'm like, oh yeah, that tractor's not that big, and then you stand beside one in real life and you're like, oh yeah, that's way bigger.
Well, there's people have said too that the FS player is not sized appropriately.
Yeah, that's true. I think I heard once it's crazy tall or something, isn't it?
We'll start with the P field right across the road here. I think. Let the oats dry down a bit since we actually got our things to combine, so we'll let them dry down. Quote unquote. It's just gonna be chaos. So many people, so many machines.
How many players did you pay for?
I think I got a 10. Because it was the suggested one. I'm like, sure. Go with
Where'd
that.
you get the server through anyway?
That's a G Portal one.
Oh, okay.
That's
It's, like, I haven't messed with multiplayer servers. Oh, I don't even know if I ever have in 22, honestly, but...
Well, I figured everyone's, all the big guys seem to be G Portal partners, so...
Yeah, true.
So I was like, well... And actually, I got someone lined up as a special guest for the future, so I used their code or link to pay for it. So.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I remember back in 19 when you had your four-wheel drive tractors. Those were some nice models.
Yep.
And they still are to this day.
Yep. I actually redid a bunch, not model-wise, but texture-wise, and some model changes when they came to 22. I can definitely tell that I didn't drive these headers in here and just teleported them.
You definitely did a whole lot of options for those too.
Yep. Well, and that's kind of why I converted them still, even though they were a base game. I stuck with my model because I'm like, I feel like my model's got a lot more options and things. I did take a few things from the Giants one just because I was like, yeah, their stuff's a lot nicer than mine, but they also had.
Yeah.
Someone else did like a nice that Julian F modding, I think it is.
Yeah, and his were alright too. I just liked my options, so I still did mine.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they've been good that way because I swear at one point they wouldn't let more than one model of something on ModHub.
Yeah, they changed that for 22 because it was more that modders would start to race to who could get it first, because then you would have that, you were the only one of that piece of equipment, and then you know, you kind of one person would rush and throw together a hack job of an edit, and then everyone was stuck with that because. So I think that's why they changed it. 'Cause,
Yeah. Well, it's been nice, you know, more variety is always better, right?
yeah. Although sometimes it does feel stupid when 5 people do the exact same thing.
Well, yeah, you go to search for like an 8R John Deere, and there's about 20
Yeah.
options, and
Which now I have to say, when it comes to like stuff where everyone does it, I like Dince's best.
it's funny. I've never even heard of him until I don't know, like a month ago. I think Farmsim guy did a video on his X9 or something, and then I was like, oh, I should check those out. And yeah, they've actually all been really nice.
Yeah. Well, and he actually gets a guy from the States to help him out with the wheel configs and stuff, so they're all, you know, proper
Yeah, it's always
stuff.
nice.
And but yeah, he did a lot of
Yeah.
EU stuff before, but then then he's been working with.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the guy goes by because he's got different names depending on where you look at it.
Deluxe. His name is Deluxe. Yeah, Deluxe. Or
Uh,
Deluxe.
Throw the auger on whatever bin. I'm not too on that. We've got I think there's 7 bins there, and I think there's 4 crops we've got so far. So. And once we get fields done, yeah, people want to do tillage, they can do tillage. Or...
People that are more exciting to me and actually try different stuff and don't just no-till every single time.
Well, normally I would have just left it as that, but like, well, I made discs, so I guess we better use them.
I know. I'm bad where it's like you end up doing the same thing like every single time, and then I need to force myself to actually do some variety.
Well, I did have my last single-player one. I was doing on that St. Edward map. One thing I thought was cool about it was the feedlot where you could just sell your chaff instead of having to make it into silage and actually have the cows.
Mm.
And so I had a
Yeah.
huge farm that was basically just custom silage.
Yep.
So then, but yeah, then being corn country, then you're plowing and doing tillage and stuff.
Yeah.
And plus that map have custom crop texture too.
Yeah. So yeah, I was doing that, but then I was like, yeah, the silage is getting. Forget what I did. It was like 3 fields of silage. It was like, yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, I started doing some like courseplay chopper, auto drive, some boxes, just unloading to like a harvester production, so that way I didn't have to deal with packing and that.
Yeah.
And then they did warn me, and then I updated courseplay, and then multi-tools stopped working, and then I lost like, I don't know, an hour of progress, and nothing ever like makes me lose motivation. Then you play for a bunch of time, and then you just lose it all, and you're like, well.
Yep. Cut in here. Leads us back.
Yeah, the guy that did or doing the edits at Deluxe Farms. DELUYCK Farms. He's doing the edit.
No, I don't think it was him. I think it was. I think it's STX and Mod Hub credits.
Yeah.
Which map was that?
No, this is on those Vince tractors and stuff.
$8.
Oh.
Yeah, STX. Yeah, it was STX.
Kind of made a mess there with the keys. fields are so cut up like this. By the time we finish the outside round, 2 combines, we're basically done.
Right.
Yeah, it was STF. On the 8R. Or, sorry, 9R.
Yeah, Russell, it's just a
Yeah.
PC server. We've got a few script mods in just to make it a little easier.
Yep.
Maybe one of the weekends we'll switch to being an all platforms thing. Just to an opportunity on all platforms. For PC only today. So yeah, maybe one of the weekends we'll which is an all platform server, and I'll just take out PC only mods. I think this is our only pea field we've got. And there's a few lentils. Some flax.
Is crop destruction on?
Honestly, don't remember.
I'll pretend like I play realistically and behave for now.
Which screen is that on? Probably missing. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Back up because I was. I'm only about half full, so I should be able to make it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know where exactly. I'll just keep going over. No, I could always. It's an awkward spot.
Small ends.
All these creeks. Who made these fields not square and flat? Unacceptable.
Yeah, I think if I were to make one in 25, I think it would do more pitches, but that you can farm through without having to buy them.
It is nice that you can modify it though, because I do
Yeah.
that all the time. Once they get big, you just make them which I know is always like such a double-edged sword because odd-shaped fields do.
Yeah, I feel like for
I mean,
multiplayer
they-
like this, it's great, but if it's single player, it's like, oh, this is terrible.
Yeah. Of course, play goes to generate a course, and then I'm like, okay, did my computer die or not?
Oh, and that
Or
was kind of why I did the
play,
land
yeah.
clearing hack was, yeah, that we could smooth things out and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe for one
Core play.
week, maybe we'll throw the platinum expansion on and then run the land clearing pack and knock some trees down and set them on fire.
Yeah, it's pretty cool you actually got to work that way too.
I know not everyone has that DLC, so that's why I didn't put it in. But at some
Oh,
point,
does it
we'll-
actually not work without it?
Well, it's just that you need the excavator from the DLC.
Oh yeah,
for
I
it.
guess there's no.
There's a
yeah.
mod one, but I don't know. I feel like the DLC one just is so much better done than any of the mod.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny stuff I forget that's or like you were talking about bins and augers before. I completely forgot that like got added in 22.
Yeah. Well, like mod wise, you're at it for a few years now. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll turn back around.
I'll come over to you. If I'm. Oh no, you're in the. Wait.
Oh yeah, Russell,
You're in
your
the call,
internet's
right?
way better than mine. I just got local company, but yeah, it's not. Nothing too crazy for speed. It's one of those fields that you don't know which way to start with. At least all the other fields, I think this is the worst one for most drainage.
What's that trailer modeled after? The tractor trailer. What's that one modeled after?
That's based on an Essler, which you've never heard of and you won't find anywhere on the internet because they went bankrupt in the 80s.
Huh.
Because their trailers were so bad at rusting that the warranty claims bankrupted.
Mm.
But that's, yeah, the trailer my grandpa had. To find reference images to build that trailer, I scoured the internet, auction listings. I found, like, I think 3 pictures.
Now, are you gonna do what or trailer similar to that in 22, but with diamonds, like the diamond shape all along the side?
Not sure what you mean.
There's a brand of trailers out there that have diamonds on them.
Sure. I know I kind of like the new Super Bees they showed. I really like that steel sidewall. I might do a steel green trailer. 42 foot, something like that. Again, I have so many ideas that I will never do them all. Sometimes it goes by when I'm playing the game, what do I want for that save game, and then I start making it.
Are you telling me you're supposed to have a life and not just make mods for us all day?
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Uh-oh. Should be, or I'm having some time off here in early November, so I can hopefully get a jump on.
Yeah, I'm sure stuff's been kind of...
That's kind of why, too, I haven't been doing any modding lately, because I was like, once I get into converting things, it's going to be a little rough converting things and just grinding it out for a while.
Yeah, hopefully the conversion process isn't so bad. I guess nobody's got the new giant starter yet, do they?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And I thought there was somewhere that they're maybe going to release it earlier, but then it's also like, how would they? Because we're not going to be able to look at anything anyway. So.
Yeah, true. If someone else wants to run the green cart, I will let them rather than...
I'm gonna hop in and probably run green truck or green cart if anybody's not in that green truck already.
Is Chief running it? Eddie? It's got a nice straight edge now, so I don't know how much it's doing. Harrison Edgewater will not be coming to FS25, at least not it's not South Sask does not convert it, and he's not permission anyone to convert it. So. Yeah, new map for new game. Said in the little game chat there. A lot of times you're better off just making something new. Modders, you grow so much. So you do different things that by the time you put the effort of converting something, it's kind of like, oh, this isn't my best work as it could be. I need to change everything, and then by then nobody wants the map because it's not as same as it was.
I used to play a map in 19 called Flint Hill, and that map was by JS Mapping, and that map was very nice in 19.
Yeah. The lentils are gonna feel so boring.
Yo.
I mean, there now, someone could do tillage on that field, I guess, if they want. Sneak in here. Work on teams. Game audio on top of the Discord. Sure, what you need.
That's weird. There we go.
I don't get any, like I don't have any game audio coming through, I just have the Discord voice chat.
Oh.
Like in the video?
No, probably for himself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just for myself.
That's weird. Only a few a couple of the vehicles are not letting me exit for some reason.
Are you in the... Did you join the farm?
Yeah, I'm in the farm. Hang on. Let me rejoin that farm.
There's a... I put the track in the guidance steering mod, Chief, if you want to pick the same track as me. And it makes it easy for us to combine this better instead of just randomly going all over the place.
What field did y'all move to?
We just went to the one to the north, the lentil field. Which is number 4. Yeah, if someone wants to... Oh, I see someone's got the diamond disc already.
Yeah, I figured grab that.
And there's the land all as well. Once. And we're struggling for machines for people I can buy some more stuff too. Or I guess if someone wants to start swathing flax, there's that job too. We got 3 fields of flax that could be swathed. Yeah. So if someone wants to do that, that'd be an our job, I guess. I've been using that combine experience. It's kind of weird now just being stuck at 6 mile an hour with no changes.
Yeah.
How do you like that mod? I've never actually tried it.
The first time I tried it, I was like, this is stupid, and I deleted it. But then I think they did some updates to it, and then I tried it again, because I was watching a video and someone was using it, and I'm like, oh, that actually looks like it works much better now. And then now it's like, yeah, it's nice. I leave it in the arcade mode, because otherwise the realistic one definitely bogs it down.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it kind of limits your capacity, doesn't it?
Yeah, and there's actually variation of speed. Like if you're in heavy crop, your combine slows down. But there's kind of moisture effect too. Where in the morning you can't combine as fast.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
been
sure.
wanting to try that out, but I think the first time I tried it, it was just at the default settings, and it was way too slow for me, and so
Yeah, like
there
I always
have
use
been
it
a
in
few
our.
edits, but
I always use it in arcade mode.
yeah, I should try that again sometime.
But yeah, I don't want to be stuck there going 3 miles an hour all day.
No, there's tricky balance in farm sim, at least for me, between realistic and what's
Yeah.
actually enjoyable.
And then yeah, like sometimes you get in a light prop and you can go faster. You can go 7-8 mile an hour. So
Hmm.
you know, it
Hey,
all depends
you
on
want-
what
I don't know if you watch Walker Farms at all, but they were doing like 11 miles an hour.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was pretty sweet. Like, that's
Hey,
crazy.
viewer.
Yeah.
Can you turn automatic engine off so you have to turn it on yourself?
Good, I guess. I'll have to wait till I get around the edge of this field because there's nothing but corners here for a little while.
Yep. Which one are you? Are you in New Holland?
I'm in the case.
Who's in the New Holland?
Jeef's in
Jeef.
Holland.
Hey, Jeef, how far are you?
Probably not very. We're in Lentils. We'll easily make it around the whole edge of the field. Let's put it that way. I'll probably only download once in the middle of the field. I'm at 20% now.
Can lentil be swapped, or can it not be swapped?
No, you wouldn't swath it. You did, all your pods would break and your seed would just be on the ground.
So you just basically took Giants' Rockdale Smash and made it into a versatile, New Holland versatile.
Yeah. Because that's because the raw smash is basically just a versatile that they raw smash stickers on.
Mm-hmm.
They're the same tractors, which
Yeah,
they kind of. I think they took all the stuff they're using to make the versatiles, and then they just shipped it over to Russia because versatile had switched to the new body style, and then they were just using the old versatile tooling and stuff to make awesome Ash tractor.
Yeah. Oh, this is weird. Jeep going around the island here, and you're going straight through the island.
No, I went around it.
So you followed him, or he following you?
He's following me, yeah. That's where I feel like that common experience mod would work, because I feel like in Lentils it would probably let us go faster. Not for sure though, because I don't think I ever actually... I was using it when I was playing on Edgewater.
In game it might, but lentils are actually pretty tough to combine.
Yeah. I don't know what... I don't remember how it works
especially when they're green.
Yeah. I don't know how it works when it's not a base game crop, what it does. I forget how it... whether it bases... I think it just bases it off a random crop, or I don't know how it decides. Or maybe it goes based on what your yield could be, and it just bases it off that, whether it's a good crop or bad crop, and then how much power you need. It is also cool too, that mod, like you put a smaller header on, you can usually cut faster, or you put a bigger header on, and it kind of is based on, you know, your combine.
And the
It's going to do the same amount of kind of bushels per hour more than acres per hour.
Damn it.
Yeah, I think there's I looked at somebody's edit of it and they exposed it a little more, and there's some calculations with basically the amount of...
That would have been Antler 22.
Yeah, I think it was that, and yeah, there's calculation
Yep.
for the amount of crop that you're pulling in based off a yield or something.
So what do you run in real life there, Bueller? What do you run for tractors?
I've got a New Holland Workmaster series. I work in research, so we just got a little 50 horse tractor.
Huh. So nothing too big like what we're doing here.
No. But then, like, my parents, it's mostly John Deere. Aside from the swather, which is a case exactly like the one we have in the save game here.
Yes. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just tried enabling GPS and it wanted to.
Just wanting to... Oh, when you have GPS enabled, you can hold, your left alt and page up and down to move the, your line.
Oh, I guess I did that wrong. I was setting up the line before.
I switched to that vehicle control add-on like a few months ago, so now I totally forget all my GPS controls.
Oh, there we go. Auto.
So lentil doesn't produce yield as good, right?
Yeah, that's pretty low yielding.
Now, what's the highest yielding crop?
Oats, I think, will be.
And so what if flax basically used for cow feed or
Mostly like baking and stuff.
hmm.
Why am I struggling so hard with this?
Hey Chief, how far are you, Chief?
Did you get a GPS track set up, Troy?
No, I kind of got one half. Well, I did get one half set up.
Okay.
If you start a new man, because you can share those, I guess, can't you?
Yeah, you can save them and then they're kind of persistent for everybody.
Let me know when you hit 50 there, Chief. Or 60, 50 and 60, around that area.
Okay, I gotta go to the controls again.
Here, if I can save one, I will.
Okay.
Oh, when you go to save their, viewer,
Yeah.
hit save to farm. Save
Okay.
track to farm. And it will save it to this farm we're on.
Yeah, I see that now. I was just struggling to figure out how to get it lined up with where I wanted it to be. Hey, Ethan.
BC, if you want it to be back-centered on you, Alt Home. You have to reset it.
Okay. I haven't actually... I don't know if I've ever actually really used it. I've more just used it that I scripted my mods that when you bought the GPS option in. I don't think I've ever actually used it to navigate, because I usually use Horseplay.
Well, I used to use it all the time, and then FSG did that video on that vehicle control add-on, and so I switched to that. And then honestly, I've never even used the save lines thing, but I never.
Yeah, it's more of a
like the
multiplayer
second
thing when you
time.
want to
Yeah,
have two people in sync.
I will say, kind of impressed with multiplayer, because my usual farm sim multiplayer experience is
Hey, Daniel.
not super great. But servers holding up pretty good.
Yeah. I haven't done much either. It's like, you know what? I've never... I feel like it would be a cool idea at the end of the game, and Edgewater's not converted, might as well enjoy it one last time.
Right?
Maybe you like this enough. Maybe 25. Keep it up.
The year one, I bought this version of the year one bundle because my computer is that old enough to run at this.
Also
But
unload
now-
straight into the truck, Nathan.
Yep.
And then I might as well just head to the next field because
Yep. Chief again.
yeah, he's got this.
So how
We'll just put
long
some in
have you-
every hopper of the truck so that it takes longer for people to unload.
Now, how long have you had that versatile for? Since 17?
That one I made for 19. I did have one in 17, but that was a different model. It was not near as good.
Now those two, you got the Delta track, right? You got the wheel options right on it.
Yeah.
You want me follow you to the field, or?
Ah, you can stay there with Chief. It'll take me a bit to get the other field opened up anyway. Actually.
Chief, how far are
Wait, I
you,
wanna
buddy?
go, 'cause I think we got 2 more lentils. Yeah.
I was just about to say, hopefully GPS gets converted to 25 pretty quick, and then I totally forgot that that's a thing coming in 25.
Yeah.
Dang it, man.
It should definitely be a lot
The
easier
GPS.
than this.
Oh.
My struggles. Come on.
Yeah, it looks like the GPS is almost more of a worker than this style of GPS where you set up your own lines, though. So I hope that
Yeah,
this one still gets brought over if it's gonna be that way.
yeah, I agree. The one from what they've shown, like it looks like it'll be nice, especially if it lets you do like headlands.
Yeah.
Automatically, that's actually going to be super nice. But yeah, being able to do your own thing, definitely. Hoping they add, from what I remember hearing, it didn't sound like you're going to be able to choose how many headlands it did.
Yeah, it's kind
I
of
mean,
Oh, okay.
hard scripted, but I imagine hopefully they'll have left it open that modders can make a mod that you can change it.
yeah.
Hey, Chief, if you back up and stop, you can unload.
You can probably
It almost
finish on that hopper.
looks more of like a console course play alternative that's a little less advanced and customizable rather than a GPS
Yeah.
copy. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, which I mean, I don't know, I guess it's kind of expected, right? Like, good for the console guys that they get something that'd be good for them.
It's more aimed
Yeah.
towards them, but then it's at least we have something too when the game first comes out until
Now,
usually it takes a while before course play and auto drive and that all gets
are you gonna get another model done by Benny, or no?
well, that's more that he approached me wanting he was looking for someone to convert that or in game that grain cart. So, it's kind of more he just does what he wants and then he tries to find someone who will put it in the game for him. Because his area of expertise is more the modeling.
If he ever come back to you, you should really do up a oh, what was it? Or go green card.
That'd probably be my last choice because I think they're really ugly.
I agree. Those things look weird.
I didn't even know they made a green. Oh, is that the one that,
With all the tires.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna, Mr. QD, McD, I think they have one.
Every time I see
Was
one,
about
it's like, who designed that? It looks terrible.
Yeah.
In
I
every
just
way.
edited the course here, Troy, just to line it up
Okay,
with the edge of the field, this edge of the field here. So just reload it again, it should be fine.
If once you're done that field too, you could probably just head to the other lentil field because I think we could probably even just only we need the grain cart for just having the trucks in the fields.
Wait, which button is it even to load a course?
You should be able to just click on it and it'll reload, I think. I'm not sure, I'm not very good with GPS and knowing whether or not something's loaded. I just basically have my
Yeah,
lines on, and if it shows up right, it shows up right.
Yeah, I know, that's what I usually... I'm trying not to,
That
I'm
board-
trying not to
that-
delete it.
that
Oh,
board- No, after looking at that Borgo grain cart, it was ugly.
If I were to do grain carts, would be the Elmer's Hall Masters, all their new models.
The new series, the new 2100 series.
No, just the Hallmaster, but they have the... Well, now what they have. Size, what their smallest one is the 1100 now, I think is the smallest. And all the way up to the 3000.
I haven't seen those. That'd be the biggest grain cart you can get pretty well then, wouldn't it?
Definitely, I'll be talking to them this winter, because I really want to do their grain carts, because... I don't know, in 22 you've got lots of options, but I found that the a lot of them don't work well with course play and auto drive.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
lots
and I
of
think even
options, but yeah, I feel like a lot of them are, you know, edits of the Giants Brent, and then, you know, they haven't been kept up to current game standards, kind of thing.
Yeah.
The interaction between some combines and the grain carts can be poor too, I've noticed.
Even I found with the auto drive with grain trailers, oh, so many of them aren't set up right that auto drive just constantly rear ends each other with them. I'm like, okay, guess we're not using those trailers.
Yep.
I could fix them, but it's like it's easier just to go buy a different trailer.
Giefer, you okay up there? Or who's in the
Iverson,
con-
I just have never found someone with designation 6 nearby enough to go and get the reference material I need to finish it. I would like to at some point, but
Why they call it a Destination 6?
I don't know, that's just what Versatile called that series of tractors.
Oh, traffic.
Who was that I just pushed?
That was Troy. That was, if you're in the green cart there, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
In the ditches or what?
Got stuck on some cars.
Oh,
Normal farm sim things, you know?
yeah, that happens. So let's put a truck here, that's good. Yeah, lentils I feel like they're the most boring thing to combine.
They're the most boring thing to even run a grain cart for too. I was doing that this summer on a farm, and
Yeah.
we had 4 combines going, and then I was maybe busy most of the time.
But just in FS, it's just like, oh, initially when Edgewater first came out, the lentil yield was actually lower. I bumped it. I think I doubled it because it was even lower before.
Yeah. Did you aim for close to realistic values at the start?
How I did it is I looked at Seed Manitoba Guide and took a lot of my yields out of there. I figured, well, it's, you know, Edgewater's kind of supposed to be eastern Saskatchewan. That's pretty much Manitoba. So I
Yep.
yeah, took my numbers from there, and being research numbers, our yields are like when a farmer harvests and they look at the yield monitor and see like the really high number, and they go, yeah, the whole field did 200 bushels an acre. But like basically in research, because we picked the perfect spot in the field, we do our
Yeah.
trials, so our yields are always like way higher than farmers will see.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you do that yield monitor. But like, you know what? Farming simulator is perfect world situation usually, so why not have a perfect world with perfect yields? And I feel like also having them higher than realistic makes the map feel like if your fields feel bigger as well.
For sure.
So even though, you know, I think the biggest field on the map is what, 40 acres or something?
Yeah, I know you always forget that.
On
Yeah, I
this
think it's
map
40
alone?
acres. It's not field 5, it's like 40 acres or something like that. So it's like, you harvest it, and if it was a realistic yield at 40 acres, it's like, oh, that's not much. So then when it's a higher than realistic yield, it makes it feel like you're combining so much more.
Well, if it was 40 acres of lentils, you'd have about 1,200 bushels and in a decent yielding lentil crop. So.
Yeah. So then, yeah, the yields are all. I forget what well. And then if you swath too, for like oats, like the oats on here will yield more than corn.
That's one thing that I changed all of my yield settings for any map that I play to make them more realistic,
Yeah.
because all of the yields in Farm Sim are whacked out in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, they're based on somewhat on European, but also on game balancing.
Yeah.
So, like that's why oats are solo yielding base game. Is I think it's more of a balance thing. It's like, I don't know, maybe their oats in Europe yield really low, but it's like over here it's usually your highest yielding, especially the cereal crops.
Yeah, for sure. I balance mine just by pricing it appropriately.
And I kind of do that too. And then also when I figured out the yields, I didn't initially realize that your yield boost was on top of that number too. So then
yeah,
they end up a little higher or something too. Like what you set them for isn't actually what you combine.
Yeah.
Right, I guess that base is probably like before fertilizer and everything even.
Yeah. And
yeah,
then
I believe the number in the like XML, fruit types XML or whatever it is that's your base number without any fertilization or whatever. Like if you have 0% yield bonus, that's a number that you'll get.
Yeah. Something like that. So then yeah, you factor in swathing, the 10% yield bonus. I mean, we got the bushel pluses on these combines, so there's another 10%. So if you have all that going for you, you can really push your yields crazy. But it makes a lot more fun to play too.
Oh, for sure.
And it makes it that you actually need
bins.
Yeah, you actually use grain bins, whereas
if you have realistic yields, like
yeah, you put up one bin for each crop type and you're good.
Yeah, or you have a 8x or 16x map and a whole bunch of courseplay running if you want to fill your bins.
Because yeah, I was playing on Loma, which I think initially he was using the Edgewater yields. I think in the release version did his own yields up, or more realistic for Montana of being a lot lower. But I was growing 500 acres of oats every year. I was getting like 100,000 bushels of oats. And then had the grain leg full, and I was having to go into hopper bins to put the rest of it. It was pretty fun, though. That you actually had to put that state controller mod, and then you had to actually manage how you were storing your grain in the leg, which bin to use for what.
For future, are you gonna put numbers on your tractors? So like if you had 2 tractors, you have them numbered?
Yeah, I probably could do that. One thing I've noticed that I do, and I see a lot of other modders don't, is when you do have decals on machinery, they just throw a random dirt texture on the decals, and it kind of annoys me. Whereas if you look at any of my mods, the decals, the dirt on the machine to the decals is like you can't tell the difference.
That's why I use BC Bueller equipment and not a lot of.
But sometimes I'm surprised by
to that.
some of the modders I see that don't do it, and I'm like, so easy, and it looks so much better when your dirt matches your decals.
Yeah.
So wait, like they'll just do the dirt texture over top of them.
Yeah, and then you like when they get machines get dirty, it's really easy to tell where the decal is because it gets like dirtier than the rest of the machine behind it or something. And I mean, it's super easy to do.
I know. Modding's always one of those things, other than like most I've ever really messed with is some base XML stuff, which isn't really saying a whole lot. It's one of those things I'm always like, oh, I should like try that, and I think I've said that for like 5 years.
Actually, this tan, we could probably drop the pup at the yard because honestly, we're not.
Yeah, we're really not gonna need it for.
Y'all are not.
Even when we get to the other crops, then it's just more. Then it keeps the truck drivers having more to do.
Yeah, than me just jumping 50 feet in the air everywhere.
I mean, you're still not going to have anything to do with. Not going to fill that truck up at all. Even just the truck isn't going to get full on lentils.
No. Better dump this load.
You don't want to be overweight.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did I turn that on? The real weight thing. Limit your load size.
I don't think I've ever actually used that. Not gonna lie.
All my stuff. Oh, it's not on here. I'll turn it on. It won't affect you because I've set all my things to be. My trucks are set that, you know, even the truck boxes are set that the max weight that you would put on the tandem.
I feel like that would be one thing that if I had that on, I would very quickly get annoyed if it wasn't set up correctly, and then I would have to go through and edit everything, and that's just, I like to play rather than edit stuff all the time.
I think some of the semi-trailers are set up based on like, you know, 20,000 pound rears on the trailer, but then it doesn't factor in any weight for the going on the truck, and then they're like, oh, you can't build this trailer up at all.
Yeah.
I forget which ones are like that. I don't always use it, but sometimes I play with it just because it's like, well, it gives you. It's another thing of, you know, variation.
Yep.
Doing your lightweight stuff, you can fill the trailer more, or if you're getting something heavy, then falling as much for load.
What's your original name before you became BC Bueller?
I've always been BC Bueller is my online name.
No, I mean as modder-wise.
I've always been BC Bueller.
No.
Even when because I started out, I made a train car for Train Sim.
Yep.
And even then I was BC Bueller.
No, in on one of your 17 videos it said MV3.
3M. Yeah, I did have a little period where I kind of had rebranded a little bit, but then I went just back to BC.
Syrian modding. That's where I found you, and then.
Yeah, and there is still a second Facebook page with the 3M, but I left it up just as like, well, it's kind of got.
Old school.
It's got, you know, pictures documenting, you know, those years, so.
Yeah.
So I left it up, but. And sometimes I'm like, I try to think of like, what year was that when, you know, when did I make this or something? If I can't find my normal one, then I go back over to that one. Oh, yeah, there's a screenshot of when I was.
So,
yeah.
How long have you had the summer diamond vest?
That model. I could actually tell you how old that model is. I have a very large folder of random things.
It still looks good for an old model.
Yeah, there it is. Gotta turn
Or
here.
did you redo it completely?
I didn't actually make the model. It was my brother actually made it.
Huh.
Because there was a point in time where we had tried a thing where we were making 3D models and just selling them instead of doing them as mods. And there's actually
Now, is your brother?
he's not
is your
around at all in the
brother-
community.
Oh.
And he never really was. He just kind of piggybacked on my page and stuff. But he was actually the one that made that.
Or is he doing models still or no?
No,
That's what just a one-off model from him.
there's a few, but I have the date of 2017. That'd be May 7th.
Wow.
Yep. And all I did to that model, honestly, was I just added the hydraulic hoses, and then just textured it. And that's pretty
That's
much.
pretty good because I guess that's still like FS15 time, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. That would have been 17 time already. Because 17 would have came out. At the
Oh
end
yeah,
of
17 would
2016.
have launched in yeah.
But yeah. But it just goes to show if you, and I think I did some shading stuff too, where he had. I think the edges were beveled, but the shading kind of made it look all blocky, and then I just changed things around so it made a nice rounded edge and stuff. Model-wise, I really didn't do much to it. It was kind of funny too. There was a guy claiming that I'd stole his disc, and then it was pretty funny when I showed him that I had a file from 2017 with the model of it, because he had just taken a conversion of a conversion from someone who had bought it originally. Had been sold. Now, there's a few mods around that were from that era of just making models and selling them that, my name's not on it, but I technically made them all.
Your name's not on it, but your brother made them for you.
Well, no, like other ones even that I made, the model, but then we just sold them instead of making them as models. And then people bought them and in-gamed them, but then, when you sell a model like that, no one puts the guy who modeled it on, that you bought it from, in the credits.
Who was in that other tractor that had the land on it?
That's me. I've got the land all.
What field did you move to?
I just moved to the field that BC's in,
Yeah, he's over here.
combining
yeah.
up still.
Those guys are hot on our tail.
I'm gonna update the GPS course again for this field, and we might be better almost to switch to north-south rather than east-west.
Yeah, the north end of this one, east-west is good, but yeah, then you get to this end, it's kind of where you just freehand at this end, but you're also narrower than east.
Yeah, we could do that.
I always forget that is east-west. I always think we're doing north-south on this map. I don't know why.
I mean, right now you can't see the sun no matter which way.
Yeah, I
There's
was gonna
nothing
say.
to tell you what direction you're looking, really. It's like-
No, I literally just did the same thing. I was like, "Where's the sun at?"
Yeah, all you have is the little tiny arrow on your mini map to show you what direction is north.
Degrees of
And you guess your degrees, yeah, on the compass.
Yeah, true. I usually got my mini map shut off half the time anyway.
Yeah, I got it so I can check out my yield. It's not that exciting.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you got precision farming on that.
Yeah. I guess that'd be another thing we do is someone could get a fertilizer spreader and start putting lime down. Actually, I should have done it before we started disking.
Oh yeah.
I can go buy a spreader. Oh, I guess I'm going the wrong way for you. Sorry.
No, that's okay. It's not like you need to unload it anyway. Like,
Actually, I
probably
was pretty much
1,000
empty by the time in that little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway. I can buy a spreader and Bayall to carry lime from the co-op.
Sure, and then I can hop in that, Nathan, if you want to keep on the tillage, or if you want to hop in that, you can too. I'm easy.
Yeah, and then there's a Fendt loader tractor. We could probably just throw the spreader on that.
Stay on tillage and help get the field back.
Here for 1 liter of. Yep.
Oh god. Sorry if I was coming this way around.
No, you're good.
I was just
You
trying
can-
to get the field up for you, or the way you were going.
Right, that's all there. Let me go purchase a
They haven't said anything about precision farming for 25 yet, have they?
I think a
I
lot
don't
of the
think
general
so.
consensus is it's going to just be a mod again. I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so sad if that. Like every time, I mean that's like mods in general. I'm like, oh, what if they decide not to come back?
Okay, there we go.
Which I mean happens, but
Okay, I bought a conveyal. I don't know, do we want to unhook the Mac from the grain trailer? Should I get our truck for that?
Another truck for that. That would be a lot easier.
Okay, I can put our truck up for that. I'll get the big bread all. Sure, that. No license plate.
Oh, and switch the vehicles over to manual start instead of the automatic.
Okay, where's that? There. And I'll buy another Volvo since we don't have a Volvo semi-truck.
I like that tillage tool over there, DD or DG, DGI, or DG, is it DGIK?
You can just call me Dylan. DG Biker is my that's my username kind of thing for a bunch of stuff. But you can call me Dylan if you want.
Yep.
I did get a GPS course set for this. It should just be the one called Disc. So
Yep. Alt S Control.
Oh, what color should we get today? I don't know. I really like this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there's a spreader, a Volvo, and a conveyor.
Yep.
And then, yeah, you should be able to refill the conveyor at the
Co-op.
co-op. Gotta use as many mods as possible now.
yeah, I don't know who this BC Bueller guy is, but he sure makes a lot of mods for this game.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll run and grab that spreader and get going on that then.
Yep.
What field are you combining next?
We'll head over to the oats and do them. Swaths. And then we will do the flax last. You should have the time turned up faster, I guess, because...
Guess should I unhook this vent from the combine and hook that onto the spreader?
Oh, right, it's on the auger there. Okay, I will buy another tractor. What do we want for a tractor?
A Challenger or something?
I can do an MT700, sure. Right, which money we need? I do
Those are like 400. Yeah.
Wish it didn't have the EU signs,
are-
but
Power.
Oh, I'm so used to having the auto engine start, like the mod where you press the gas and it automatically starts. So that's new.
we can leave that on. I feel like it's not that big
Yeah.
of a deal.
No, I like that. I like having to shut off the engine and turn it on.
Okay, it's back off.
Where are the oats anyway?
What's that?
Where did you where are the oats lost at?
They are on 32.
Oh, do you have enough room to actually get through there?
Yeah, you might be in the way.
No, let's just get this away.
You can just go over to the farmyard next to 32. Chief speed. Up and rear.
I guess I might want the pup if we're doing oats.
Now, there's a company here in the U.S. that took these versatile Delta tracks and turned them into scraper tractors.
Yeah.
MTI tractors.
MTS, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
MTS.
they build their own but use some versatile parts.
Like the track system.
Yeah. But then it's a cat motor in them, and I think the frames are quite a bit different too.
Oh God, we're out of money like crazy.
Yep. Have to look at what's a good profit to sell here. I just cheated in $1 to buy it.
Good God.
Cheating.
What?
Three minus dollars? We're poor.
Oopsie.
We're very poor. Good God.
Well, if you look at our balance sheet, it's not looking good.
It's realistic.
Negative. About negative 1.5 million. But
Jeez. Probably due to all this expensive Canadian equipment. Awesome Canadian equipment.
you know,
No, I have a question there for you, Bjorn. You know a guy by the name of Steen Farm, Steen Farm?
yeah.
Me and him used to play 19 on what was that one map Sirius did? The Canadian Dream map Sirius did.
Yeah. No, I know him. I've met him in person. Chief, the start
Wow.
for the swaths are at the north entrance through the farmyard. That's for where the swathing started.
Yeah, he lives up there, but not too far from South Sass.
A little ways away,
South
but yeah.
Sass,
He lives closer to me, actually. I know roughly
closer
where
to
he lives.
you.
Oh, that poor swath animation after seeing that one in the MacDon trailer. Now this one looks bad.
That swap animation you did is a pretty good one for 22.
I didn't do it. I just took it from the forge headers.
Oh God.
Because making stuff like that is a mystery that nobody really knows how to do it. A few people have figured it out, but it's not easily figured out. Yeah, we're definitely going on the grain cart here.
Do you want to add a little bit more money, maybe? And then we can pick up some lime and get the spreader going here.
Oh, yeah.
Because money went down really fast.
There you go.
Correct.
So, what's your favorite part of this map, your?
I don't know. It's just a very unique map in terms of what we've seen before in the game.
This map almost kind of gives me the vibe of Serious Mods' old map, that Canadian map he did.
Yeah, I just feel like this Edgewater though captures more the. It captures the squareness, but without being square. Like the roads are all still square, but the fields definitely aren't.
Yeah, I mean, it's my, like, I've got, what, 700 some hours in 22, and I swear almost half of it's probably ended up being on this map.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know, from southwest Manitoba, so this is, like, definitely the closest map to that area.
Yeah.
And, I mean, swathing, like, we got flax, peas, lentils, it's been nice.
Yeah. Well, kind of when I think of if I were to do a map for 25, it'd be similar. Maybe not quite so extreme on the ditches and the fields. I think I would do more sloughs too, where there's just slough in the middle, but no runway out of the field.
Yeah.
Up there in South Saskatchewan, y'all mow y'all ditches and bale them.
Yeah, sometimes they do that, depending on.
Like South Sask did his bales.
Yeah, some people do that if it's not too steep.
Is there a grain cart coming here yet?
I got a truck. I will bring the green cart next.
Yeah, 60%.
What's the yield
see
on
is-
that?
A lot more than lentils, that's for sure. We've
I'll
probably already
mark this-
combined more than we had in lentils in total. Out through all 3 fields of lentils.
I see you switched on weight
Now what-
limits. That's
Yeah.
kind of cuts in the capacity when you got lime in the trailer.
Oh, how bad is it cut it down?
I'm not sure what the full capacity of this is, but I'm at like 28,000 liters and
Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be,
Conveyor.
I think, 43. I mean, it's still like 2 loads in the spreader you got on there. So.
yeah.
What lime spreader did you buy? Just the base game one?
Yeah, the big bread.
Yeah. Do you guys ever mess around with that unit convert mod?
Yes, it's awesome.
I like it, but I don't, because sometimes there's things that aren't fully compatible.
Yeah, I've never have because my hot take is bushels are kind of dumb. Because it's just the classic of like bushels. It's a volume, but it's not. It's a weight, and it's different for everything. And then you're just kind of like, okay. I mean, but yeah, I mean at the same time, it's like a real life combine. You tell me the capacity in liters, I'm like, cool, that's sure a number. But if you
Yeah.
say it in bushels, I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Here, the AF11 at 567, you're like, all right.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Full tandem in one truck, or one combine.
Yeah.
There actually was one they were demoing up here not long ago.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
nice.
at our local Rocky, but then now it's. I haven't seen it for a few days, so it must have moved on to the next Rocky. It was like, yeah, that's an impressive looking machine.
Yeah, probably do a couple acres.
I don't know. I found in 22 I've changed up my brands more. Too. I've definitely used more base and stuff than I used to.
It's funny because I'm like, I don't know, I'm not wouldn't really say I have any brand bias, but I think I'm not as much of a deer guy, just as much of the fact like everyone's a deer guy. But then I'm like started up a series because I'm like, there's all these like great John Deere tractors, and I literally don't think I'd use a single them once. Like all these 8Rs and everything, and I'm like, have I ever actually used that once in this entire game?
Yeah. No, I feel like, I don't know, there's been a decent amount of case stuff. Custom's been doing a lot of case stuff. And then, Carl Farms is Steigers and quad tracks.
Yeah.
And I feel like part of the reason too is that the case ones, just the mod version seems to work better with horseplay. I don't know, I feel like some of the John Deeres don't work quite as well. But
Lots of variety in this game, though.
I don't know. But I feel like with the F11 and the CR11, it's like, well, those actually are pretty nice looking dogs.
Yeah.
they are.
So I was like, I feel like I definitely could see myself using them. I mean,
Well,
definitely gonna be a
fine.
lot of Macton header going on in 25 for me.
Oh, yes, that is an understatement.
I don't think there'll
Well-
be anything else going on in my combines, really. Unless it's,
Local Farms just demoed the AF11,
yeah.
and that combine can outrun today or the current combine because they harvested their winter wheat at 11 miles an hour.
Yeah, I think I think they did get up there and they spent a lot of time at 10 miles an hour.
Which is just kind of when you stop.
10 miles an hour if you're pushing 45, 50 feet is ridiculous.
Yeah, they're doing 50 feet at 10 miles
Yeah.
an hour. And he said it was just enough to load the combine because their crop wasn't very good.
Yeah, the crop was that bad. Yeah, I know. My buddy was driving combine for a guy. They were running S680s with 35-foot Macdons. He's like, yeah, definitely not doing that fast in RV. I think they got to demo.
Pull off to the left there, Troy. I can. Kind of gap there for you to pull off.
Hell yeah.
Back up a little bit. No pressure, Everyone's watching you.
Yeah. User has left the Discord. Yeah, no, actually, I'm not using my.
Nope.
It's totally because I'm not using my wheel right now. That's the reason.
Yeah, sometimes there's things that are easier in real life, and sometimes there's things that are easier in the game. I feel like using a skid steer is a lot easier in real life than in farm sim.
It is definitely way easier, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even though ours at work has sticky controls and the loader arms sink like crazy, but
You can just... Anything with a loader in farm sim's hard, because in real life you can actually see the depth perception,
yeah. Well,
whereas...
when I was doing a lot of the land clearing stuff, using that mod and like setting it up and everything, I had my joystick actually hooked up to the computer, and then I was using that for it, and then that was a lot easier. But it's like I just leave that thing on my desk all the time.
Yeah,
Or
I got
the odd time when I use a loader.
Yeah, I use a joystick. But I know it's one. It's nice, but it's like not the I don't know, not the most necessary peripheral.
Well, and like I got a new desk, and all it's been used for so far is a shelf.
I built a new one last year. I bought like a 6 foot. Oh, what the heck do you call it? Like big piece of wood. It's like what you'd use for a countertop. I can't think of the word right now.
Yep.
Like 6 foot one, and then just like bought 2 legs and screwed them on, and so it's been nice for having lots of space. But even then, it's still like trying to find a good spot for the joystick's kind of hard.
Well, the one I got, it was a used one from work that they just wanted to get rid of because they didn't have a use for it anymore. but it's an all steel desk from the 60s.
Oh yeah.
It's got
That's what I have
some
too,
heft to it.
actually.
So that'd be kind of nice, because then if you wanted to like hard mount stuff to it, you could.
Yeah, and that's like the one I have my computer on right now is actually one my grandpa made himself.
Oh yeah, nice.
So it's kind of cool to have, but then it's, yeah, my wheel doesn't mount to it, so I had a separate thing that you would use C-clamps and then mount this other thing on the desk to mount the steering wheel. And it's just so much setup that I never used it.
Yeah, I know. That's like it doesn't take me. I just what is my wheel, like a Thrustmaster TMX, and I just use the mount that's on it. And like I mean, it only takes me like 2 minutes. But there's also definitely times when I'm like, oh, I should play some Farm Sim. I
Hey,
don't really want to sit.
Jake or Jace. If you want to grab that, there's another versatile with a Landau in the field I just came out of, so field 20.
Yeah, I got her. There.
I'll unload. I should make it too, and next to that yard site, there's a clearing there we can unload on. The grass there, Troy.
When you come out of that field, come straight down towards field 42, and we're gonna hop across the road and go to field the field that has the lineman or the limer. And we're gonna park there.
Supposed to be nice in 25. I'm sure we'll have chop straw back when we swap. For some reason, it doesn't work.
We own this grain lake at this yard.
No. No, we just own all the fields around the yard, but don't actually.
Yeah.
Oh, the oats will keep you busy because it's the furthest field and the highest field.
I know. I'm like, oh, both the trucks are full and the grain cart's full and the auger hasn't been moved yet.
might need a second hand over here.
Yeah, if someone wouldn't mind moving the grain auger.
I'll dump off a little bit into you because I ran out of space, so I can get to that clearing and the rest.
Yeah, I'll move the grain auger.
Thank you.
What bin?
Probably one of the big ones. Let's bring those.
The big steel ones or the big round?
The
body?
big steel one would probably be fine. Then once we get to seeding, I'll have to. Since we have the AGI in here, I'll have to treat our own seed. It's a super slow process, but it's kind of fun because you don't need to buy seed.
Yeah, true. I generally always forget that's even in the game.
The reason I know it is because that's how the Fiber Dash works, is it uses the same script.
You partnered with them on that one too, eh?
Fiber, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sick. And I'll,
No, who's the owner of Fiber Dash?
Fiber.
Fiber.
That's the brand name. Company name. They got some other stuff too. Like some pole blades and stuff, which I know they had mentioned to me about they were kind of interested in me doing, but I was like, there isn't really an application for that in the game. That's even really worth.
I mean, that wouldn't be bad though for snow movement, though.
Yeah, I was like, it'd be cool. I don't know how much it'd actually be used.
If it snowed in the game, that is.
Yeah.
I feel like that must get better if you use longer, longer seasons or something. But
Just need to use it on Edgewater. It's usually pretty good.
yeah, but even on it, sometimes I find it's like, or I'll get snow for like a month and then.
Do I?
Yeah.
What
Right.
field am I working on? I don't know. It's told whatever director, so.
I haven't found a very good snow removal option, like a big blade for a tractor or anything. I haven't found anything that actually does a good job. The snow mechanics kind of need a bit of work, I would say.
Hang on.
Yeah, even snowblowers too are. There really isn't many good options.
Yeah.
Cody, we're playing on Edgewater one last time. Well, we'll hang out for a few till the FS22 comes out.
How you guys doing in the combines?
50%.
Okay, I'll dump the rest of the cart then.
That's gonna kill.
Hey Nathan,
I'm
what
sure once he
do you
hears
want me to
us-
start the tractor here for?
The stream and type in the chat would.
Oh, the tractor and
Yeah, I got the land on the tractor here.
um,
I'm down by field
Just-
40.
Oh, he's almost full. He's at 90.
we
Oh,
we've leave him there because he's a lineman. We're gonna tow that on.
Okay, you just let me know what to do then.
Yep.
If you want to, I think we could use a trucker over here because Troy's got his hands full trying to truck and cart.
I'm trying to.
I got a
back this
full
up.
Mac here.
Yeah, that Mac needs dumped, and then there's a tandem with a pup that is also full.
Okay, I got the town. I'm driving the town.
Okay. I am typical green cart man. I am full of
Also, just
One
seeing
more
that
I
tractor
hope-
driving around in the distance, it's like, oh man, I surely should have fixed the mod on that tractor because the roof is, when you're far away from it, the roof is white.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
One mod I hope that someone makes is the premier swathers and some pull type swathers now with the mechanic in the game. That would be awesome for that this thing too.
That wasn't one I considered when I did the ones I did. I had considered the premieres, but I was like, again, there was no Macdon license at the time. So
Hey, Premier is a Macdon brand.
I'm actually contemplating learning how to make mods. Like, if Morris comes to the game, I'm thinking about making a smaller Morris cedar. That'd be really useful. for
Hmm.
sure.
I think there's actually somebody that was working on some of the big, like
Set
the
up.
biggest Morris cedars, but he said he's waiting till 25 to release them now.
That's kind of what I'm waiting on. I'm like,
did you miss some here, G? For is my computer just... Okay. Yeah, the swath's still here on my screen.
Yeah, if you trust me.
Can somebody come help me move this Overlord auger? The Overload auger. The Overdrive auger.
I should ask, or once we see the augers, I'd be curious to know if actually finally move them around with pickup truck instead of having to use a 3 pitch.
Mm. Yeah, I know I've done that at least twice. I think I bought the RTV.
Oh, the Gator with the 3-point.
Yeah, well, yeah, I bought the Kubota RTV once, and it was like, oh, I can't use this to move an auger.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's another one. I don't know if they've said if AGI is coming back base game 25 or not.
Yeah. Actually, here, I'll... where's the Gator? I'll buy the Gator.
How's it
with
going?
The, good. The Gator with the
I got you.
3-point, so we can use it for moving augers around. I never thought of that one, actually.
I bought the, what do you call it? the farming game just to get the Macron pack extra before
Huh.
it comes out.
You
I
better
bought
use my
that for
code.
I used everybody code.
Nah, it's all good. Actually, I was pretty surprised
Oh.
that the Macdon trailer day actually got me like a third of the way to the next level in the partner program from people using it.
Oh, that's nice.
Well,
Oh,
who doesn't
Ross.
want a Macron pickup in Swallow?
See, I would love to tell you I'm gonna use your code, but then I kind of want to buy the game on Steam, so.
Bruce.
I think, well, last I checked, it was,
Oh.
I was, like 9 copies away from getting the next level, which I hope gets me early access to the game. Don't know yet, you know, where, if it all of a sudden will be like first bronze level, or if it's you have to get higher before you get early access. The other ones I know are never going to hit because the qualifications for them are just crazy.
It's just based on people using that code.
Yeah, but it's based on like how many dollars worth of stuff is bought with people using your code,
Yeah.
and it's like I think the next, like the first one's like 1,500 euros, which is like
Okay, yeah, it's like
30 copies of
a
the
lot,
game.
but reasonable, yeah.
Yeah, it's 30 copies of the game, or you know, less if they're done with the year 1 expansion. Then it counts for more, obviously.
Right.
But then I think the next level's like, I think it was maybe like 20,000 or something. Okay, yeah, that's only for people that is like, you know, that are basically doing this full time.
Yeah. Well, if everyone in chat buys 10 copies of the game,
Yep. I had thought at some point we might do some good giveaway or two too, just to try and get myself closer.
Yeah, what field are y'all in now?
32 are our combining.
I love how I'm the guy that's just hanging out in salmon.
I think the green cart's empty at the moment. I'm moving the gator for.
The green card's full on my screen.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. No, I just mean like no one's driving.
Oh, no one's in it. Yeah.
Dang it.
Okay, I'll drive this thing. What truck?
Yeah.
should
Might
I
have
load
to-
in?
We might need 2 truck drivers to keep up with us here. And the cart driver.
Augur's good. Yeah, this truck.
Whoever's driving the cart, let me know. I can get off it pretty quick. Go back to my tandem.
Here, I can hop back in the car if you want.
I might have to jump here, but I'm getting close to finishing up this field
Okay.
with lime.
Alrighty.
But
Yeah,
thanks
who's
for
gonna fix it all?
hanging out.
Yeah, for sure. Glad to have you. Yeah, I plan on doing this kind of roughly the same time every week until Farm Sim comes out. So,
Hopefully we'll be
Nah.
back then.
yeah.
We'll catch
Will
you
the
later.
Will
Yep.
the server be up before 7?
I don't know if I might take it, just have it down in between streams, depending on. Just because then, you know, there is some progression as we play the stream. You know, whatever we don't finish today, we do next time, kind of thing. Might depend too. And if I might try and organize a special guest for next week too. I know I got
Oh.
one for later on in the series. Try and organize some, and then if all of a sudden they have, you know, wants to do something specific while we're playing. Yeah.
Probably a modder.
The one I got so far is personnel. But yeah, kind of ran out of time this week because I was like, I wasn't sure when he was going to be available. And then by the time I was like trying to find someone else, I'm like, yeah, it's too late to try and find someone to commit to that. So.
Where am I hauling?
I know
to
South
here?
Sask will probably again another time. I know you had it's Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada, so it's family stuff this week.
Wait, so it's Thanksgiving in
Yeah.
Canada already. Wow. Ours is not until a whole another month. in the
Yeah,
US.
the Canadian one is way earlier. Because we like to be weird like that.
The grain truck is parked in the field, or the truck with the trailer parked in the field.
Okay.
But where's the grain cart?
I'm in the green cart. Where's the?
I'm trying to find a good spot.
It's just trucks going crazy out there.
If you stop the
Right
truck
there.
right there, I'll dump in you.
Oh, that's hilarious. Just look over to see trucks just going every which way over there.
Exactly like real life.
Just chickens with their heads cut off running around.
Just bombing, doing 50 miles an hour through the field, you know? It's fine.
Ooh, I know what would be a pretty cool mod. Like, it's like a tow hitch, but for a tractor, you have a long arm, and on the front of the truck, there's like a tow hook or a hook that it hooks
It's
into.
funny you mentioned that because I've actually modeled one before, but never actually. I started modeling one, but never finished it, and then had no idea how to implement it at that point.
Do you still have the model?
Yeah, I have the model, and maybe that sugar beets more people are gonna actually be doing them in 5, maybe. Actually look and see if maybe.
Oh, did y'all get or did you Did you get permission from Lockwood to use Lockwood brand?
No, custom modding had already got Lockwood as brand
Ah.
with their potato planter. So then that's why I was like, I might as well do potato boxes. And then I was hoping they were going to do a harvester too, but then they never did.
I'm curious that baler they're doing if they end up making it 5x6 bales or if they just leave them base heap size.
Seth was just talking. I can't hear you.
It's here not too long ago. I commented on a guy's Facebook reel, and they have a custom made 5 or 9x9 bale.
Nathan, what's going on in the background of your screen? There's like a second voice coming through your voice.
Me?
Yeah,
That's weird.
you're the only name I see lighting up in the Discord, but then I hear like a second voice.
Oh, weird. It sounds
Huh?
normal for me.
Oh, I'm hearing this like other voice.
No, it's coming from in-game.
Oh, in-game chat.
Coming from Jekyll or Jace.
Apparently I have that disabled, so I do not hear that.
I hear it.
Yeah, you're trying to get me, little troublemaker.
Oh, where's the sound for that?
So, yeah, I commented.
Fucking get it. Oh, son of a...
Whoops. I commented on a guy's Facebook, asking him what baler was that, and he said a custom-made 9x9 bale.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
The
Wait.
VOGEL or GEL engineering.
Well, was it like a round baler or a square baler?
It was
Like a giant round baler.
it's a
Oh.
round baler that makes like 9x9, so like almost like clock bale size round.
Probably.
Troy, you're getting at the end. Oh, and also for request too, so I can send you.
Also, an mod I liked that has come out recently was that Shadow one. That one where it enables shadows for all lights.
Oh, yeah.
I like that one. I didn't put it on here because you never know if people's computers can handle it. And I was trying to keep it as basic as possible. I really like playing with that one. It's like, oh, I just want to keep farming in the night because it looks so good.
I am hoping nighttime looks like it should be nice in 25. I really hope they did some like engine optimizations.
Well, there is somewhat shadows enabled. I don't think it'll be quite as nice as that mod's implementation of it, but there is somewhat more shadow lightings.
Oh, this map feels like a 4X.
Yeah, it definitely feels bigger then. And I remember that too from when I kind of were first working on it. It's like, this map feels bigger than it is.
It looked bigger too from the PDA. Whoa.
Yeah, this end of the field, I kind of made a mess of G. It's kind of all over the place.
Now, there's an older fent on King mod that's a Canadian / North American style. Where's that?
Where's the green card now?
I ran away. I'm dumping a truck.
Oh.
I might have to peace out here soon.
Oh, okay.
Hang on. I'm trying to find the farm. Am I going the right way?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nope. Not the right way. I missed the farm entrance. Dang it.
I'll bring the tandem back to the field, and I'll probably.
Okay. Oh, there it is. It's on the cart there.
Perfect.
There it is.
Yeah, I guess preemptively, thanks for having us all on here. It was not what I was expecting to do on my Saturday afternoon.
Yeah. Well, I just thought it would be a cool idea, something different to do.
I just finished, I was playing something else, and then I was like, oh, he's streaming, and then I was like, oh yeah, I was gonna join that Discord, and then I was like, wait, is this live chat just open?
Yep.
Perfect.
Sometimes I feel like it's a bit of a dangerous game doing that, but
Yeah, luckily I feel like, I guess that's like the bonus of not a ton of people watching, you know, hopefully anyone who's...
if there, was something, you just pick the person.
Yeah.
Usually most people are pretty good. I've done it a few times before in the past, too.
Yeah, you help most, as much as sometimes reading comments about Farm Sim.
We have now for here. Might just have to go all hands on deck for the combining since we're down a few people now. Who else do we still have here? We got Jason, Nathan. I'm just gonna jump over to the.
Okay, well, you guys take care.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for joining in today.
Anytime.
Now, did you model the buildings off of a Butler building?
Which buildings?
The main shop, the shop, and
One right in front of us?
yep.
That's actually, it was a Serious Mods made the shed, and then I just converted it to 22 and did a few things with the mod.
Ah, crap, boys.
Right up here.
I really like that truck. That truck and the Volvo, because I played with the Volvo and ATS.
Someone want to hop in the convoy? I'll take a truck driving for a bit.
Yep. What compound?
The case one should be open.
Yep, case one's open.
Stay in there. I guess I could fast forward to the date.
Holy crap, we're getting a yield out of this.
Yeah, it's yielding pretty good. Put up the old Saskatchewan lawn chair here. Okay, we're in a sleep.
A Canadian lawn chair, nice.
Okay, you guys want to just
Is
accept
that
the
the-
sleep request? Whatever you have to do there.
I accepted it. Oop.
Timed out. Okay, I'll try again. Sleep.
BC Bueller, yep. Jeef.
If that doesn't come in, I can just force it. Okay, we'll just do it.
On.
We'll just turn the time to 360 and do it that way, I guess.
Yep. Now, yesterday I seen a tractor with like, you know how the cotton pickers have the light bars on the top, the
Yeah.
giant light. Well, yesterday I was in a VC with a couple of buddies, and I was wondering if you could do that exact same light bar setup on your versatile
There is a labor
But
on
make
the one versatile.
No, I meaning it had a metal bar going across, like,
Oh, you want one on top.
yeah, like, on top of the cab.
Hmm. Oh, I did that one because I saw someone do it in real life, or like a picture of a real life one, and I thought that was cool, so then I made that an option in mine.
Yep. Hey, Moose, are you here?
Yep.
Why is it
I'm
snow effect?
83. I'm 83. Or 80,
Okay.
85.
Give me 30 seconds here.
Does anyone else's screen have like winter effects on it?
Nope.
Yeah, for some reason mine
Yes.
does.
Very
Okay.
much so.
Yeah,
Ah,
everything is
crap.
white.
Give me a minute. Let me reorganize myself.
Oh, now it's gone. Is the rain gonna end? Oh, there it is. Seemed like a very long rain there.
So nice.
Oh, I see. It's the box hitting.
Close enough.
International harvester making it in.
Yeah, I already have idea for a truck there.
Oh? A 9400?
Yeah.
Or probably a 9300.
No, 9400. Also, thanks, Rusty Money.
So why not a 9300?
Because I already had a
is that-
9400 I did back in 17.
Jeez.
I'll just have to go back and redo.
Maybe, what else do you have for trucks other than the current ones?
I had a bunch of Kenworths I'd started, but it's not very. It still was pretty early.
Those were very early product.
Yeah, they're not finished at all. It was kind of, I started collecting parts in Blender. Which that one I don't know if it would ever. I think the only way now I would bother doing a truck is if it's a licensed brand, just because then it goes all platforms.
Whoop. Sorry, Chief. Oh. We had a combine dance over here.
The case is going to need a new auger put on it.
Yeah, that's about how it happens.
And Jeeves New Holland's going to need new grain tank covers.
Where, Demco covers for him.
Thought for sure you'd be back here and have the truck full.
I'm making it worth the while coming back with the cart.
Okay. I mean, semi, you get a full. You can fill it full with one. I guess. I don't know how big is that cart? I don't remember now. Yeah. One full cart is a full semi load, but not a full range.
So, hang on. I was on this map and I was using a silver seeder, aka a gleaner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I have, you remember back in 15, the old Agco rotary pack,
Yeah.
the one that had that custom or a lot of custom scripting to make it nicer. Well, somebody converted it. Somebody converted it to 22, and the only combine I use out of that now is the Goiners.
I feel like those looked really good back then, but I feel like if you wanted them to look actually like
Oh, now
God.
we need 2
up
augers.
to standard for 22, they need a lot of work.
Dang it. This keeps happening. Hang on. Did I just fill G?
Yes.
I can fill G up like a green cart.
Yep.
I did not know I can do that.
Oh no, our green cart tractor guy is.
No, Moose is here.
No, I mean green cart or green auger tractor.
Mother.
Jace was just sitting in the tractor on the auger.
Sorry. Oof.
Yeah, I definitely feel like for the next year we should plant a lot of oats because they're a lot more fun to combine. Actually, something to do.
Oh, we should do oats and oat wheat and a little bit of canola next round.
I'm actually surprised by how much lentils we got.
That cab. Why is that rooftop of that cab white when it's at a LOD distance?
Because of the LOD for it, that's just how it is. I never fixed that part of it, I guess. That's one of the things that for 25 when I convert it, I'll have to fix. Every mod's got a few little things that I'm like, when I convert that, I need to fix that.
I'm doing a skip road here there, Moose, so I don't run into his auger. I need that. Whoops. Hey, it's the race between two IH or CNH equipment. Chief. Me and Chief are both in IH, or not IH, CNH.
Interesting, this strip something that's coming up.
For
How you guys doing?
Not too bad. What are you up to?
Yeah, Troy, that's true.
Getting stuff downloaded and then I'll be jumping on.
Yep.
Alright.
Ooh.
Had to work this morning and then help a buddy put a window in a shed, so finally free to do stuff.
I was waiting for you to finish up. Finally got the trucking ahead of the combines.
Yeah, it looks like it. I've been watching it for a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit of a struggle there for a little while.
By the way, really good job on all your mods, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Looks like FS22 ain't gonna be hopefully too bad.
Yeah. Oh. Well, we'll wait for it to fill up. What do you guys think of that? The Amity stuff. We get to see.
I'm pretty. The like sugar beet stuff's pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I might actually have to get into sugar beets in 25. It'd be pretty sweet.
That's what I thought too. They have the mod out, I think, for the sugar beets.
Yeah, yeah, I think there is an Amity. Now.
Yeah, they have a mod similar to that one.
I don't know. Maybe that'll be. If we keep the server thing up in 25, I feel like that would definitely be a good server activity.
They produce a lot, I'm pretty sure too.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. It would be a good server activity, as it'd keep everyone busy.
Oh, that'd be for sure.
Hopefully they bring peanut equipment because I'm close to the south where they grow peanuts.
I don't think, not in base game anyway.
Yeah, not this time around. They're probably gonna save it for next time.
Or probably as a DLC.
Possible, I guess, because that's how the Sugarcane came was a DLC.
Well, we already know the Year 1 Season Pass is likely a Scottish or something similar map, so usually that's when they add new crops as the DLCs, like
the duels are still kind of weird on those tractors though.
Yeah, the 8R is still, well, it's the EU spec 8R still, so it's hopefully the US version is proper.
You think they'll add the Oxbow dump card at all?
I don't know. We'll see. It seems like we're getting a lot of Oxbow equipment anyway.
Unless someone else might just bring it over. At least now it's a actual brand though.
Well, it wasn't in 22 as well.
Oh yeah. With the other stuff, I guess that's true.
The manure and stuff and the merger.
Yeah.
Merger, I always forget even exists.
The Plugger brand is part of Oxbow.
Yeah, they
doesn't take too long.
What was that?
You're saying it doesn't take too long?
I was saying it didn't take too long to download all the stuff. It's not like you have too big of files.
Well, I didn't pay for any extra mod space, so it has to be under a gig.
It makes it easy for everyone else then.
And I just went with, buy mods and a few script ones, and that's it. Simple.
There's some I'll have to mess with. I haven't messed with. There's a couple of them I really haven't messed with, like script-wise.
Well, there's a few we talked about today. It's like, yeah, those are decent ones. But it's nice to keep it simple experience too.
There's that Dot Market one I found on ModHub.
Yeah.
That works really well.
The map runs real well too, though, and it has a feature here where you can use the pickup head at least.
Chief, you got those last two rows? President Moose, if you stay right where you are, I'm gonna empty out onto you.
You plan on staying on this map then until 25 comes up then?
Yeah, it's like kind of the idea behind this little stream series was to play on Edgewater since there's no plans for it to be converted, so we'll play on it.
And this field is done. Wow.
Yeah. And actually, I think we might actually end it here, kind of thing, because it's been going for over 3 hours now. So I know you're just about to join in, but we'll be back again next week.
You plan on doing it on like Saturdays then, or what?
Yeah, I think so. I've actually got, well, 3 family gatherings this month on Sundays, so it's like, well, I guess Saturdays will do it.
Yeah, that should work.
Social
What,
plus.
around like the same time, around like 3 or 2 or something like that?
Yeah, probably.
Because I'm from Iowa.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be the same time zone.
Now, Bueller, what's the special plus do? Is it just
In game, its effect is that when it's connected to the combine, you get 10% more crops.
oh,
But in real life, it's a drop pan to check your losses, so that you know if anything's coming back in the combine, and then you can adjust accordingly.
yep. So you drop it down, and then when you're chopping,
Yeah. Or if you're dropping straw, either way, it works both ways.
so it gives a bit more yield.
Yeah, that's kind of the in-game effect, so that there's kind of an actual reason to use it.
I haven't used precision farming too much.
Now we got it on here. Haven't done anything with it today, really, but focused on the combine. So.
Yeah. You plan on getting off here in the next few minutes, probably then?
Yeah, probably a while. 5-10 minutes, kind of get things wrapped up. Kind of cheating the system and using the big doors on the tandem.
I didn't know that tandem had big doors.
Yeah, there's 2 sets of doors. So you go to the elevator, you open up the big doors. Yeah,
So-
it unloads quicker too.
That's a weird way of opening. Like,
They open like that in real life. They all.
I thought it was a tailgate, like a tailgate.
No, they open like that in real life. And it's actually the whole back of it is doors like that. Just this is the only one that opens on the mod. In real life, the whole back is like that, and you can undo that, and then you can do the top bar. It's got a latch that you can undo that and open up the whole back so that it's completely open in the boxes.
Yep.
And then I guess I never really got to implementing it properly, but then with the fiber dash mod, you can put a fiber dash and a water tank in the back of it too. You go to the store and change the configuration, get rid of the doors.
Yeah, I saw that you were working on that.
Don't think it ever. I don't think it got properly set up in the release version. I don't think I ever updated it to fix that functionality.
You should just do a PC update for most of your mods, since
At this point, it's just too late. The game's almost here. So.
Is the conversion process going to be that bad, you think?
I hope not, but just have to wait and find out.
Finally got a new GPU finally too for the computer.
Yeah, that always helps.
I was running on a 1660 Super 6 gig card for a while, and then I finally upgraded to a 4060 8 gig card.
Yeah.
Game's a little bit more happy about it.
Yeah. When I did my last PC upgrade, I went from an RX 470, which is a 4 gig, up to I think a 3080 now. Or 3080 Ti, I guess it is. 250,000 liters of oats, 40,000 lentils, and just over 50,000 of peas. So not too bad.
You plan to get on anytime during the week, or is it more just the weekend?
It'll just be a Saturday thing. I don't know. I think I'll probably close the server down for during the week. But yeah, because then we still have more commenting to do next week,
Maybe-
and there's a good variety of things we can do next week because there's still tillage work. We can combine the flax. We have. We can do some winter wheat seeding too. And then we got grain to sell. That's more of a winter thing, but we might just do it anyway just to have it done with. And then we'll be able to get into the seeding and spraying for the next year, so yeah, I think that was pretty good, pretty successful day.
Yep.
I enjoyed it quite a bit. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and thanks for those you came and helped out here on our virtual farm. And
No,
we'll
thank you for the mods. Thank you for the mods, and thank you for making the community great too.
yeah. And yeah, we will see you hopefully next weekend, same time, same place.
Yep.
Alrighty, we will hit where's the button here? Stop streaming.
Hey,